Well, howdy, 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 nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and I'm having the devil's own time trying to get this done. It is 8:16 a.m. I have started recording at 7:30. It's 45 minutes later, and I'm starting again. The first time I started at 7:30, and when I finished recording my vlog, 20 minutes of video, I hit stop recording, and the software crashed. And so everything was lost. So I started recording again, but all the way through the first time recording, there were little micro lags where it was, and then it would continue. It would go like that all the way through, sometimes up to 3-4 seconds, and then it would continue. And then it crashed. There is a process, basic setup host, going on my computer. If you look up online through Microsoft, it says if you've got a lot of background stuff happening, you're going to have that happening in the background. If you've had a recent update to your computer, that's going to be running. So you don't want to stop the process. Then they also warn you, on the other hand, some malware does present itself as basic setup host, so that sort of thing you will want to stop. Well, thanks. But I had a 20-minute vlog all ready and done, destroyed. And I've tried about 6 times so far since rebooting and killing and starting the software again. Good 6 times I've tried recording and had to stop within a minute and a half because I'll be talking and then all of a sudden it does this and it stays like that and then it starts moving again. And it's like, oh, good Lord. So I spent 20 minutes talking about all sorts of things. I'll try again. I even called my therapist. I explained. I said, I want to do therapy. I've got things I want to talk about, but I'm so pissed off right now. I want to get my vlog done, but I want to do therapy. He said, I understand. So on Saturday at 11 o'clock, we're going to be doing my therapy session, not today. Now, it's an online therapy session, but only because I can't drive out there to see the fella. So we do it online or over the phone. It's the same thing. It's just I don't have to drive for 20 minutes to get there and then drive for 20 minutes to come back. Goody. Within 2 minutes and already a huge lockup. So I can only hope that it's going to work. I could just stop and start again, which, you know what, I think I'm going to do. So once I hit 3 minutes here, I'm going to stop and start again, and then hopefully I'll be able to go from there. I'm so irate. So this session's gonna be about 17 minutes. If it runs even halfway properly, I can see it micro lagging anyway. I'll try and talk quickly. I've got a lot of insects that have come in through my window over there, so if you see them flying around, my sincere apologies. Houseflies are annoying. Oh, I can only hope that the lagging isn't that bad. I got modern setup host. I went and killed the process because I don't care at this point. I just want to be able to finish recording. I'm very sorry that I'm having to deal with this, which means you're having to deal with this. Yay! I spent time talking about this, so maybe I'll talk about it again. Yesterday, in our kitchen, we had a spider, about this big, wolf spider, walked out from underneath the dishwasher. I took a lot of time and effort to carefully scoop it up on cardboard and take it outside and set it free because I knew inside of our house there's not really that many bugs to eat. I mean, they're everywhere. Bugs are everywhere, but not as many as there are just outside. So I took it outside and I let it free. Plus I knew if my housemate saw it, it'd crunch and then it would be dead. So I took it outside. And my arachnophobia is fading, and that's good. I mean, it was crawling on the stuff. I didn't want it on me, but I was just moving the cardboard as it moved so that it wasn't going to walk on me. My danger signals were not going off, and so I rescued it, and I'm very, very glad. I also saw how, once again, spiders are amazing engineers. I don't know how they do this. There's a little orb weaver, just that big. But we have a fence that separates the yards of our duplex here, and there's all sorts of evergreens out there. And so from the top of the fence for about 20 to 30 feet up into the trees, there was an anchor line. And then from up there in the trees to down in the neighbor's yard, another like 20-foot anchor line. And I'm sure there were more. But right in the middle of all that, just floating in the air, was this orb with the orb weaver on it. And it's like, how do they do that? How do they get a 30-foot line stretching? Is it just they let it out, dangle, and hope it catches onto something? If it does, they pull? But that was a huge line with a huge web. I mean, the web itself was only this big, so it wasn't really a huge web, but it was pretty cool. It's absolutely amazing. My arachnophobia has been fading, and that's a good thing. I'm very glad. And I also was talking about how plastic the brain is, because it only takes 21 days to make or break a habit. But that's because our brains are plastic. The more you do something, the more you think about something, the more you actually physically do something, the more it reinforces the neural pathways in your brain. So those pathways start off as just, paths through wood. And then they turn into a real deer path, and then people walk on it, and then it becomes paved, and then they come in and they dig it out, and they turn it into a roadway, and then it becomes a large roadway, and then it's a huge neural pathway because it's something you do a lot. It becomes part of who you are. The smaller ones, the little habits like, you pick at your face, or, you go, ha 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 ha, and it's little things, or smoking, even though that's an addiction, not just a habit. But all these things cause neural pathways, but that's why, because our brains are plastic, we can change habits in 21 days. But that's not the big paths. That's not the big dugout roads with the 20 lanes of traffic on them. It's not those neural pathways. Those ones are hard to change. You can. I have made radical personality changes by choice throughout my life, and you can change these. It isn't easy, and it wasn't a way back major, huge trunk of my personality change. It was split. I don't like the way I'm doing this on this split. Change my personality. Now things are better, sort of thing. Now, the arachnophobia, I've been arachnophobic my whole life. So that's been a major trunk. But after 52 years of living, that trunk has apparently been slowly through the years being shunted off, taken out, traffic done otherwise, and it's been slowly shrinking. And now that trunk isn't much of a trunk anymore. It's become just, a one-lane country road. And if that keeps up, pretty soon it's going to become just a deer pathway, and then it'll be gone. Now, I'm never going to be one of those people that there's the huntsman spider in Japan, where they're about this big with their bodies that are like that. There's some, and they're everywhere in Japan. They're everywhere. If you're arachnophobic, don't be Japanese. But there are some people, because they're harmless, they eat bugs and they don't hurt people, and so they're actually a good thing. There are people that go, bah, and they'll have a huntsman spider in their mouth with just its legs poking out over their lips. I can't do that. Only because I'm fastidious and I don't like putting things into my mouth. Depending on the situation, of course. But there's also this video I watched. I think it was off one of these Reddit top post things by MK, the channel. But there was this one young gal that was like a TikTok thing, zoomed in on her face like this. The fight to make people put their phones sideways for wide angle shots, the fight is over. Everybody just goes, I'll put it up this way, so it's a long shot like this and you can't see anything off to the side. Good Lord. But fight though we may, that battle appears to be lost. But even though it should have been like this, but was like this instead. All of a sudden, these long black legs started going like this, and then she had this big old spider. This is the kind of spider that has a body that can grow up to be like this big. And so it's got a body like that with, you know, basically my hand size leg span, and it was crawling all over her face. Now, the thing, of course, that looks kind of scary about spiders especially is they have their 4 legs, but then they have what's known as the pedipalp. And that's like an extra arm right there at their mouth. And this is the little, it's like, well, literally a little hand, a little arm that reaches out and puts stuff, you know, up into their face and helps grab onto stuff. That always looks weird and scary because, like, people don't have that sort of thing. And watching the spider crawl around on her face with the pedipalps going, it's really kind of freaky. I'm not arachnophobia panicked by it, but still, definitely a thumbs up. And still, that big wolf spider that ran out from underneath the dishwasher, even though it was really big, I'm really glad that I saved that. I've been walking, and there have been a lot of big wolf spiders that I've seen out and about going such, and I try to push them towards grass and off sidewalks when I can, because I don't like to kill things, but I know other people, they're just going to go, ugh, crunch. So I try to scoot things off towards the edges. And then, of course, when you go walking, occasionally you'll get like that spider that really has its mindset. It knows where it's going. And not just spiders, other bugs too, where they start off in the grass and it is racing for the road. I don't want to step on it. I don't know how to save it, but going across the road, probably not the best idea. There's a lot of cars out there, and boy, you're just a tiny little thing. Speaking about this, I mean, I lost everything that I talked about before, and I'm still pissed off about that, but I'll talk about this because I wanted to. We have a lot of deer running around in Shelton. We have a major road, Olympic Highway North. I've talked about this. There's Olympic Highway and Olympic Highway North because Shelton's a valley. And when you come into Shelton, you're on Olympic Highway, and then it goes away. It just becomes it's a regular road. They just call it a highway. But then it just becomes a regular road name. And then when you're going up out of northern Shelton, well, up into northern Shelton, out of downtown, it becomes Olympic Highway North again up there. Well, this road that goes upward to Olympic Highway North, deer run across that all the time. And I'm so scared for them because they just have to wait and dash. And they don't know, and they have to hope that nobody's going to slam into them. There were 2 deer that were out walking the other day while I was there. There was a young male and a young female, and the buck dashed across the road. And then I was having to get up to Walmart, and so I quickly walked by, but the little doe was just staying back inside of the bushes because I was there. And then I got past, and it came out, and then dashed across the road, cars having to stop and slow down. So I just hope they're not going to get killed. Poor things. I mean, we need a deer crossing, but how? The deer are going to cross where they want to cross, not necessarily where you say this is a safe place. I just hope they don't die. Oh, huge lag, lock up. I was trying to say lock up and lag at the same time, so log. Well, anyway, though, if this doesn't make 20 minutes, that's okay. I'm going to open up 20. I have opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab, and I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people. I am having the devil's own time right now. I just want to have one thing up and not everything. And I'm going to thank 20 to 25 people for having left me a comment. That is a very good thing. I'm not reading them right now. I'm going to read them afterward. Thumbs up each one I do. Answer as many as I can for right now. Just thank you for having left a comment. Good, bad, and different. Thank you for having taken the time and expended the calories to leave a comment. It is appreciated. If I mispronounce the username, no disrespect is intended. I'm an American English speaker, and of course, even though I count in American Sign Language on the fingers of this hand, not like that, but like that, my brain. And I'm so pissed off still that I'm amazed I'm doing anything properly. Now let me finally open up my Chrome properly. Oh, I'm down at the bottom of it. Oh, that's a great day. Austin Floyd, greatly appreciated. Zach Seaberg, thumbs up and thank you. Stoner69, greatly appreciated. Ice Damon, thumbs up and thank you. Monica, greatly appreciated. Isadora Kesich, yeah, I sure hope that's, well, I got the Isadora part right, I think. I don't know about the rest, but thank you very, very much. And Trina Tan, thumbs up and thank you. Nicolas Philippe, good to see you when you can. It'd be best of luck and hope you can see this one. Kathy Kitscat, thumbs up and thank you. Sebastian Ferris, greatly appreciated. And MRROMINEMR, no idea how that's pronounced, but thank you very much. Pandora NYC1, thumbs up and thank you very much. Good to see you in the comments. I was very worried. Russian timing, oh boy, I broke my leg twice. That was fun. Sean Matthews, greatly appreciated. Fish Head, thumbs up and thank you. Maddie Lewis, greatly appreciated. And Schwitz, thumbs up and thank you. Confused Owl 29, thumbs up and thank you. Chai Press 89, greatly appreciated. Denial, thumbs up and thank you. Gravo Blambo, however it's pronounced, thumbs up and thank you. Christoph Binnemans, greatly appreciated. Phil Gax, thumbs up and thank you. Oscar the Grouch, greatly appreciated. And last but not least, Taco Man, Yo Mama, greatly appreciated. Each and every one of you. You get me out of my head, into the world, dealing with real people. Thumbs up and thank you so very much. If you can check out my various links, I have Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com, NearlySeniorCitizen.com. If you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign or become a Patreon.com patron like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be beautiful and awesome. But if you cannot donate or you simply do not donate, I do take all good wishes and I deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest. So thank you very much. I'm going to be making later today a "Can you please help me from becoming the homeless" video. And so hopefully that'll work out well. If you could toss me a like, I do appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence. Definitely a thumbs up. And if you could subscribe to the channel, that would be very cool. Greatly appreciated. I would understand if you did not wish to. I mean, especially days like today where I'm basically going, I am so pissed off I can't do a good one of these. I would understand. But if you are down with it, I will do my very best to keep you entertained from now until the literal end of time. Definitely a thumbs up. Well, as stated earlier, I'm going to be making a "Can you please help me" video because really there have been so far nothing that I can find anywhere to actually help somebody to keep them from becoming homeless. Things to help lift you up after you've become homeless, but nothing to stop you from getting that way. So yay! Why did I do that to my voice? I don't know. Joy. That was a decision that turned out to be a poor one. So I got this video, another video, and then that video. So that'll be 3. I'm still doing song mutilations, so hopefully you've been missing them and wanting me to do more instead of, oh thank God he's not doing them anymore. But I got more coming, so don't worry, they're on their way. So you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, and I can only hope that when I hit the stop recording button, it's not going to just crash and burn like I did last time. So you take care, and here's hoping.